I'm Tiana and this is my friend Taylor, and today we're going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial using the Magic Minerals Contour Kit by Jerome Alexander. The kit comes with 3 highlight colors and 3 contour colors and a contour brush. Let's get started. So today we're going to do a tutorial on the Magic Minerals Contour. We have 3 highlight colors and 3 contour colors. I like to use the angle brush for the contour and the rounded side for the highlight. So we're gonna do a soft contour. We're gonna play up the shadows of her face, and then we're gonna use the highlights to brighten her face, like in the center. When you contour, you play with the actual shadow of the face. So when the light hits the face, the shadow is more on the side or in the hollows of the cheek, the jawbone, and then the forehead. So you can change the shape of somebody's nose and their forehead just by using a powder. So I'm gonna use the center color. It's a little bit more of like a golden with the yellow undertone. And I'm gonna start back in the hollow of her cheek and blend it into the actual hairline so you can't see where it starts and where it ends. I'm gonna bring it lower on her cheek, where normally you would put blush right here. We're actually gonna go just under it, and we're gonna carve out the cheekbones. There's technically a line, the middle of the ear to the lip, and that's kind of about the guideline to where you wanna put a contour color. I like to hold my angle brush where the fluffier side is lower. Then I'm gonna do along the jawline. So I'll go just a little bit in front, and then I'll blend it so it goes underneath. When you put foundation or powder, it neutralizes the face and it gets rid of, it makes it a blank canvas. So what we're doing is we're adding the highlight and the shadow back into her face. I like to kind of bounce it along the hairline, so that way it's not a streak. And along the perimeter of her face to kind of create a frame around her face. So I do it by like pressing in, kind of like a bounce motion. Now I'm gonna go down the side of her nose. I like to come in to where the brow starts, and I like to come straight down and then just kind of go just above the nostril, and then I kind of will shade just underneath. Depending on the nose shape, depends on how much you would put on one side. So if you have a flatter nose, you would do a thinner line, and if you have a rounder nose at the bottom, you would shade more on the end. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use just a darker color and add a little bit more in that cheekbone, just to kind of give it more of a chiseled look. Again, blending it back into the hairline so you can't see where it starts, so the shadow just kind of fades into the blush. So the neck normally is very pale right here because the chin sticks out and shields it from the sun. That's why I like to use even like this one, which is a warmer tone, just to kind of buff in some sun-kissed look. So that way the neck has some color to it versus being very pale compared to the face. This color is very warm, so even if you wanted to add it a little bit where you would put bronzer, it'll give the face a different definition as well. So in essence, whenever a flash would go on her face, it would highlight her forehead, down their nose, the chin, a little bit on her lip, and then the eye area is where you would highlight. Contour can be used as an everyday look if you're using something like a powder and you're lightly putting it on just to give the face definition, whether it's a highlight or adding the shadow. You can also use it a little bit more for an evening look, especially with these powders because they're buildable, so you can really control the application process. So now you can see we've shaped her face so she has more definition like in her cheekbones, and we've trimmed down the nose just to kind of give it so it's not just one big bright color. We've added some shade, and then we also blended in the jawline into the neck so it gives more of like a chiseled look. And then we've brightened her face under the eyes and around the eye shape, down the nose, the chin, and the forehead to give her a really fresh, bright feel. We've just finished contouring and highlighting Taylor's face. If you are interested in this popular trend, I would recommend getting the Magic Minerals Contour Kit by Jerome Alexander. It has everything you need in one place. You can get it at a drugstore, you can get it online for just under 20 bucks. Just remember that makeup doesn't have to be expensive to work.